Hey guys, Guns and Games here, back with another video. Today I'm going to be doing another review of a gun I got from AtlanticFirearms.com, and is basically the final one in the collection I needed to collect. This is their Romanian AKM battlefield pickup gun. Basically, it is a parts kit build of a Romanian PM MD63. Giving you some of the purchase information on the gun. I bought this gun for $6.99 plus, of course, shipping and handling and transfer fee. Came out to about $7.50 for me overall. Not bad. A little bit more than a Wasser, and I just think it looks cooler than a Wasser. Giving you some of the other things it came with. It came with a pack or a bag, travel bag here, like the other ones all came with. They've all come with this. The underfolder version and my AIM 74 both came with this. Flip it over. You got a little pack here. You can fit 3 magazines in. I think this is a specific bag they send with their AKs. Maybe any AKs they ship out, they'll give you it, I guess. Also, AK, their standard Atlantic Firearms AK Basic Owner's Manual. That's about it. I also ordered a. This was separately, but I did order a 4-pack. I bought a 4-pack of Romanian steel magazines. They had them on sale for, I think, $50 for 4 magazines that are in excellent condition. They're still wrapped in the Cosmoline and whatnot. So I thought that was a pretty good deal, so I picked that up too. Going into what also is more specific about this gun, what makes it different than, I guess you would say, maybe a typical AK, and giving you some of the Romanian background on their AKs. This was the first AK that Romania adopted. It was the PM MD63, the Puška Mitralet Model 1963, which basically just means automatic rifle model of 1963 in Romanian. This is basically, again, the Romanian copy or take on the standard Soviet AKM. It differs in a few ways. The only real difference is the furniture, really. They have the very well-known wooden dong grip, as they call it. That's really about it. Everything else about the Romanian version is basically the same, other than this. Sometimes the wood stocks like this one are a kind of a darker color, but it is laminate just like Russian ones. But like I said, they're usually sometimes a little bit darker. That's really about it. It's really about as close to a proper Russian AKM as you can get. And you could always, of course, swap that lower handguard off and put something more appropriate, like an actual traditional Soviet-style one on it, and get a true sort of Russian look on it. The sling is a proper Russian sling. This did not come with the gun. I got this off of apexparts.com. $20. Threw that on it. Getting to some of the actual specifics, this gun is, again, a Romanian parts kit with a Morrissey receiver. I believe it has a Green Mountain or some sort of American barrel, probably Green Mountain, if I had to guess. And it has a Century Rack 1 trigger group in it. I'll actually flip it over. I believe it also, the side rail is new. I think it is a new American side rail, if I'm not mistaken. And there's something else. I believe originally the muzzle device is a Tapco slant brake. I swapped that off, and I have a proper surplus Romanian one on it now. That's probably all I'm going to do to it. I'm going to keep it basically in this configuration, probably indefinitely now. It is a 19. You actually can't see it because the dust cover is actually a little bent. Works fine, functions fine, and everything, but it's kind of covering the serial. Let me get really in there. That is, you can't see it right there, but that is a 1986 dated parts kit, which was actually, from my knowledge, basically the second to last production year of the PMMD 63. They made these guns basically maybe somewhere between 1987 and maybe up to like 1990 is how long they produced these. So actually pretty nice, a pretty late production parts kit. Not bad. And that's kind of what I was hoping for when I ordered it. I kind of wanted to get a relatively newer one because my underfolder is actually a pretty old one, so I kind of wanted a more newer looking one to go along with it. I'll just zoom in here. You can see the butt pad is pretty faded. I put a cleaning kit in it. Cleaning kit did not come with it, but just give you a close shot here going over. Not bad. Flip it over, do the same. Overall, it looks like it's in pretty good shape. One note, though, the gun came with this magazine that I've got on it right now, and it was absolutely drenched in Cosmoline. I mean, that was kind of annoying because the other 3 Battlefield pickups I've ordered from them were not like that. I was like, if you're gonna give me the gun, at least give me a magazine that's been cleaned. I mean, the other one, the battle pack I had that was the 4, those I'm fine. I mean, that's fine. But, I mean, I would just imagine if you're going to send people the actual gun with the magazine, you should probably at least clean the magazines you put in the guns you're sending. Which, it was just kind of weird, because they did it with the other 3, but they didn't do it with mine. Just thought that was kind of weird. It is also all matching. All the parts are matching. It is a matching parts kit. My 2 of my other ones are matching, but my RPK one that I got was not. The dust cover was mismatched, but that was it. Pretty satisfied overall. Again, this is just a standard Romanian AK. I have no problems compared to, actually, let me get it out here. I have it on hand, my underfolder here. Oops. This one had a couple issues when I had it. I also swapped pistol grips. It does look maybe a little different than the previous video that I did a couple months ago on it. I did, again, like I just said, I swapped and I put a wooden pistol grip on it, and I swapped. I actually took the muzzle device this one came with, and I basically just swapped. This muzzle device is a little bit more faded. This is a Tapco one. It kind of matches the front end a little bit better than this one did, and this one sort of matches the front end of this one color-wise a little bit better. So I swapped muzzle devices. They both have original Russian slings. But the problem with this one was that I had to actually file down the mag catch because it was too tight when I first got it. This one did not have that issue. It pops out beautifully, perfectly spec. Little bit of wobble, but that's completely fine. Nothing unusual. It's not canted like I'll just show you here. Basically no cant, perfectly straight. All 4 of the Battlefield pickup builds I've gotten from Atlantic so far have been, as far as cant and side alignment and everything working properly, function-wise has been perfect. Just very, very, very well built. They did a really good job building them. Other than, this one having that issue with the mag release needing to be filed down, and my AIM 74's receiver is really tight, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. I could file it, but I just haven't gotten around to doing it. That could loosen it up a little bit, but pretty satisfied. Not bad. I'll actually set you down here. me set you down. I'll just kind of give you a standing view. I'll demonstrate the action. This action's a little bit stiff compared to the other three I have. It's noticeably more stiff than the other three. Doesn't hang up or anything, but it's not quite as smooth as the other three. Still, it could be worse compared to having a Tapco, an unpolished Tapco on your gun. It's still not quite as bad as that. Not even close, actually. But it could be smoothened out. I could smooth it out and polish it maybe a little bit. You see, it kind of does want to hang up back here slightly. It doesn't, but it's a little bit rough. Action's a little rough, but it's workable and perfectly fine. But it's just not completely perfect. Other than that, very, very, very minor complaint. That is basically the only problem I have, and it's not even really a problem. And the magazine issue that was completely just drenched in Cosmoline I had to clean. Other than that, I have no issues. Another great gun. I own 4 of them now. Like I said, I have these 2 and then my AIM 74 and my RPK build from them. So the collection's basically complete now. Not a whole lot else to say. I've already covered. I mean, basically, I'm just kind of retreading over all the stuff I did in the video on that one. There's really not a whole lot else to say. Just a standard service, standard Romanian service AK. A little bit, again, I wanted to get these instead of like a Wasser. Wassers are great and everything, but I wanted something a little bit more unique and actually a little bit more true to actual Romanian service, because these actually have the dimpled receiver, unlike a Wasser. And just to prove, I guess, that it is a Morrissey receiver, there you go, Morrissey ink. They seem to use Morrissey. Atlantic, it seems, uses Morrissey receivers on all of their builds they do. Maybe not the best receiver out there, Childers or Nodak Spud are maybe better, but they're all 3 really good. Those 3, the Morrissey and those 2 are basically the 3 best receiver, American, sort of mainline AK receiver makers in the country. So, that's really about it. I'll show you the back end there, get some more close-up shots. I'm pretty impressed. They are still in stock. I ordered this gun. I got the gun about a week ago, and I bought it within a couple of days of them getting them back in stock. They haven't had these in stock in, Jesus, probably half a year. It's been probably about 6 months since they've had these back in, and I finally, I've been wanting one since I got that one. That was the first one I got. I've been wanting this one ever since. I've just been patiently waiting for them to get back in stock. And now they are. Actually, I just thought of one other complaint. The safety lever is... It's easy to push up, but getting it down is a little difficult. My safety lever on this one is actually really smooth. It's easy to push up. A little bit hard to push up, actually. But a lot easier to push back down than this one. This one's the reverse. Easy to push up. Kind of a bastard to push down. Not sure what's causing that. Just the new receiver. Maybe just the newness. Maybe it just needs to be worn in. Wear it in a little bit. Just do it. Maybe I might need to lube it up. I've not lubed it up or anything. Maybe, lubing some of these parts up will maybe help the somewhat mildly gritty bullet and maybe get this safety lever working a little bit better. But other than that, the gun is well built, and I haven't shot it yet, but I will plan to within the coming weeks, putting at least a couple 100 rounds through it sometime in the next couple of weeks, and I'll give a report on it in the comments then. So that's going to about do it. I highly recommend it. Looks beautiful. It actually looks even better than I thought it would look, honestly. It looks absolutely perfect. It's a little bit different looking. The the handguard wood is much lighter than that one, so they're both kind of different looking, which I like. And comparing it to that one, look at the bolt carrier group. It's got this nice kind of purplish patina, which is really cool, I think. But that's about it. 10 out of 10, I highly recommend it. Like I said, they're in stock right now. Go get yourself one. If you're wanting something maybe a little bit more unique than a Wasser, I highly recommend it. Atlantic Firearms, great company. Bought stuff from them for years. Haven't been disappointed at all yet. They are continually just impressing me with their products and their customer service as well. So loyal customer for life until, you know, maybe something disastrous happens. So one other thing I forgot to mention, you could also, if you couldn't really tell, the actual dong, the wood dong is different. The underfolders it was kind of pointed rearward, while the full stock ones pointed sort of frontward. So that's one other difference, I guess. That'll be about it. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.